This could change Pokemon forever. This can literally change Pokemon how we know it today. Is there music playing? Did you guys hear that? I am not exaggerating. This could change everything. This could change pricing on literally everything, and this could have an effect across other trading card games. Let's get started. Hello, beautiful people. Captain Zach Sparrow here. I hope you're having a really good day today. Let me know if you are or not. The obvious question to be asking right now is Magic the Gathering. It's been reported that we're going to be seeing serialized cards. What? So, one thing that I want to say up front is, okay, so the question now becomes not really if Pokemon implements it, but when. You know the Pokemon Company is going to be looking over how the Magic fan base of everyone, how everyone is going to react to that, how the market is going to react to it, how LGSs are going to react to it, how online stores are going to react to it, how these other groups online are going to react to it. Now, all of that being said, serialized cards came about in the early 90s for sports cards. I think it might have been baseball cards or football. I don't know. It came out in the early 90s. And it is successful and it's not successful. And what I mean by that is if you're not in the sports card space at all, and we'll get back to Pokemon here in a second, I want to include this as an example here. What's really interesting is when everything's special, nothing is special. You've got one of one prints for the cards. There's literally that one card. It was signed, it's got like a little jersey piece in it or whatever, he licked it with his other body parts. But what's interesting is, okay, you've got one of ones, and then you've got literally 2 out of 2, and then you've got 5 of 5, 10 of 10, 25 out of 25, 99 out of 99, 100 out of 100, 250 out of 250, and they're all these different colors and variations, and they're all kind of meaningless. So, if Magic the Gathering decides to go that path, if Hasbro goes that path, and they just do 40 different iterations of the same exact, it's not going to be special. I think they're going to take a very unique approach to this because they have history to learn from. They tend to do things really well. It's very interesting, the space that we're in right now. I am very curious, and I'm going to go ahead and just kind of talk out loud here for you guys too. But yes, the Pokemon Company, you can absolutely bet that they're going to have a team of people that are going to analyze the markets and dissect the crapola out of how Magic is going to handle this, how it's going to impact the market, how everything's going to be impacted moving forward. I am really excited for all of this, but I'm also a little apprehensive too, because this could literally crush Magic, or it could take it to the moon, or it could just kind of be blah. I don't think it's going to be the latter there. I really think that they can knock it out of the park here. The potential is there. Now, hopping back to Pokemon really quick, assuming that Magic does it well, or even if they don't and Pokemon decides to give it a crack, which I absolutely believe that they're going to be doing that at some point. Think of the staff promo cards. So the staff pre-release promo cards. Think of those cards. That's essentially serialized cards because you know what numbers out on the market. You have a very good idea when you look at PSA pop reports. It's just a rare item, just like the World's promo cards or any other really rare item, really rare card. Whenever something is defined in its exclusivity, it becomes that much more popular because you know, hey, I've got the one of one. That is really exciting for Pokemon, and that can drastically impact box prices. I don't know if it's something to where they're going to introduce in waves. For example, let's say that Pokemon continues to do things in cycles, like every couple of years they rotate out, however many sets, and they move on to the new wave of, what's in standard rotation during that time. It's going to be really interesting because if these sets are going to be pseudo print to demand, are they going to put serialized cards in those successive waves of product? Like, for example, they print in 2021. Right now, they get started today. they print for Fusion Strike. They inserted some serialized cards, and you've got, your 1 of 1s or 1 of 10s and a couple of things like that. Then the question is, okay, there's a Fusion Strike reprint in 2022. Are they going to reprint new 1 of 1s? Because you can't reprint a 1 of 1 card. Are you following me? Or even if it's a 10 of 10 card, if all 10 of those were inserted in the first big print, even in the successive waves, but when there is a reprint the following year or years, they can't insert those cards. And I don't know how they're going to logistically do that. There's, of course, a way to where they can do that. Sports cards, again, have been doing that for decades now. So it's just going to be really interesting logistically how they decide to tackle this. And they can mess this sucker up so easy, too. It's going to be a very delicate balancing act. And I am so excited to see what's going to happen. But it's really bizarre, the position we're in right now, because knowing that, what if those serialized cards, what if they're not in booster boxes, or they're only in ETBs, or they're only in booster boxes? That's certainly going to, we're going to see that reflected in the pricing, whether it shoots up because of that. Obviously, people are going to go nuts at first for speculation reasons, and I think things are going to be absolutely bonkers and ridiculous, maybe even for years, just because that's people, let's be honest. But I think what's really something to keep in mind would be where they decide to put these cards. Are they only going to put them in crappy product that's hard to push sometimes? And when they reprint that wave later, are they going to insert new serialized cards that we didn't know were in the set from before, which would mess up people how they collect the full set for all the completionists? So I don't think they're going to do something like that. It's just, again, logistically, I've got a lot of questions. Thank goodness I'm not the Pokemon company, and they've got a lot of, everyone there is probably just a lot smarter than me. And you've just got teams of people who are saying, okay, now what would Zach do? Okay, let's do the exact opposite of that. So I'm really excited though. Do you guys feel the same as I do? It's a matter of time before we see something like this. Weiss Schwarz has been doing this for a while too. You've got 1 of 1s and out of 10 cards, and you've got, it's common where like the special cards are literally signed by the voice actor of that particular character. Would that not be amazing to see on these? Oh my goodness. Lord help us if they implement something like that in the next few years. Even if and or when there's just a lull in the market and Pokemon is dead during that time, that is going to be insane. So I've got the same questions that you guys do too. I know a lot of people saw the announcement for Magic there, and it really is just a matter of time. I'm surprised we haven't seen this earlier. I'm also, I could have seen it either way. I could have seen them rolling this out after several years, just like I'm surprised that they cut back on the Pokemon, in this case, that they cut out Amazing Rares as soon as they did. They could have rode that wave for a while. I understand that it might not have been as popular as they wanted it to be, or people weren't as jazzed about it. I personally loved it. I know that's just an anecdotal response there, but just because I know I'm not a special snowflake, so I know that other people really liked them as well. So I don't know. I just find it very unique, some of the decisions that they make, and I'm sure that they have a reason as to why. Maybe they're really hard to print or whatever the case, but it's just very interesting why they decide to write some things out. And no, I'm not talking about your mom, but it's just really interesting. I don't know. So we'll see where we head from here, but I'm really optimistic for the future. Like I don't even know how to comprehend this information that's just flooding in right now. Like all this weird MetaZoo news coming out, and there's some cool Weiss Schwarz stuff coming out, and then you've got all this Pokemon product, and it's a great time to be alive. I'm super excited. I hope you guys are excited too. I know I just plugged this before too. If you did, ride me all the way to the end of this video. Wow, what a good way to end it. But I do have a Patreon now if you are interested in something like that. It's $10 a month. The information's down there below if you're interested in something like that. I've got some details for it down below. But other than that, thanks so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy this video, make sure you subscribe and watch another one of my videos. serialized cards. Could you imagine the possibility? My wife thinks I'm bad about buying cards now. Now I'm just gonna be downright inappropriate.